Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of Hank's Corner. We are doing a live stream to premiere Bryan Ruby's latest song. It's a Wonderful Life. We're going to take a couple of seconds here just to let everybody start tuning in. But we're going to be just moments away from playing the new song and talking about the new song, which is going to be released now in what looks like under 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, so we're just going to
Yeah.
wait a little bit to make sure that we are live and people are going to start tuning in. All right, I do see that we are going live, so we're doing good. Um,
Yeah. 2 hours and 45 minutes.
yeah, so I just
Excited.
I just shared it to my Hank's Corner group where I support music artists. So we see that people are tuning in. So as you tune in, let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll go ahead and get started, everybody. I am Hank Jr., part of Hank Jr. Productions, where I'm documenting life's moments through photography, videography, and of course podcasting. And we are here tonight with a special live stream with Bryan Ruby, and we're
How's it
going to be
going?
premiering It's a Wonderful Life. So how are you doing, Bryan?
I'm good. I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee, hanging out, counting down the minutes. We got about 2 hours and 45 minutes until this song drops officially at midnight, and I'm feeling good. I just released an EP a couple weeks ago, and I'm feeling a lot of momentum. Been playing a lot of shows. I'm getting ready to do a Christmas tour, and it's time to release the Christmas song. So we're doing it right here. Give
That's
everybody a little sneak peek.
Yeah, that's right. It's an exciting time of year, not just for the holidays, but of course for you. And so you mentioned you're there in Nashville, and typically I tell everybody I'm broadcasting from a small little corner out in the Tampa Bay, Florida area. But today I'm not. As you can see, the background's a little different. That's because my full-time job has me out in Chicago. Hence, I am wearing a Chicago Cubs shirt. So just
Nice.
when in Rome, do what Rome does, and of course, baseball season is over, but there's always next year. That's what us Cubs fans always say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we got what we've officially started the clock until spring training. We got some time. So World Series just finished up. So,
Yeah, and,
but
and for those who are in Florida, be looking for Bryan Ruby to come down to Florida during that spring training time, and you might be able to catch him out there. So we're here. We're talking about A Wonderful Life. It's your latest song that comes out at midnight Eastern time here in Central Time. It's at 11 o'clock. Tell us a little
mhm.
bit about this song.
Yeah. So last year I released a song called Christmas with You, which was just a Christmas single, an original that I wrote, and it was really cool because I was getting tagged in these videos from people who were like the song got onto some big playlists, and they were tagging me um like opening presents on Christmas morning, and my song was on, and it was just such a cool little moment. And I love Christmas songs, and I love songwriting, so I took it as
No, and we just lost Bryan there for a second. That's one of the things with live
oh.
streams. Sometimes the connection's not always there. But continue what
Yeah,
your thought was.
I took it as a personal challenge to write a really chill Christmas song this year, and I wrote it with two of my friends here in Nashville. And um, I don't know, you never really know what people are going to think when you write a song and release it. Who, if anybody's going to play it or if anybody's going to like it, but I'm hopeful, and we have, I don't know, about what, 6 weeks until Christmas, 5 6 weeks. So we got some time, but I felt like it was the right time. Um, some people start listening to Christmas music like the day after Halloween, and that's a little early for me. I know you got some diehard fans. I'm typically like right after Thanksgiving is when I'll start, but um, I just wanted to get it out, and for the people who want to listen now, it's available, and if not, if you want to wait a couple weeks, that's cool too. But letting people know it's out there, and it's an original, and you have all these like Christmas classics that we hear every year, and and Christmas music never really gets old. It's nostalgic and everything, but I'm such a uh, enthusiastic, let's say, songwriter. I'm writing songs every day. I work for a lot of different artists here in Nashville, writing songs with them. I've written about like 30 maybe that I've got recorded by different songwriters here, mostly country, a couple pop, a couple Americana artists as well, but mostly country. So I kind of just wanted to do like a little country Christmas vibe, and I'm about to do a little tour as well. We have 6 tour dates coming up. 4 of them are part of a thing called a Songwriters Christmas, which is me and 2 other songwriters from Nashville hitting the road. We start here in Nashville. We kind of go up the Eastern Seaboard for gigs in New York City, Boston, Portland, Maine, and then come back to Nashville. And then I go back up to Illinois for 2 gigs as well to kind of close out the year. But we're hitting the road, and I'm going to be playing this song on the tour. And like I said, we had lunch a couple weeks ago in Florida, and I think I said, when I was down there for a couple gigs, and man, you just don't know who's gonna like what song, or if anyone's gonna even like it at all. And you just kind of have to write what you love and what's true for you. And this song was true for me. It was, it's based off a real story, comes from a true, genuine place, and I'm a genuine, authentic guy, and that's kind of just what I try to do with my music. And whoever it connects to is whoever it connects to. So the fun part comes in about 2 hours and 40 minutes when I start getting messages from people who hear the song. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and you may get some messages a little bit earlier that we're, doing a little sneak peek here on Hank's Corner, and I definitely appreciate you doing this. And I'm just going to go ahead and, kind of interrupt a little bit for a second, and just, tell the audience out there, hey, if you're tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from. We would like to know that, not only because we're always curious where everybody's coming in from, but the last time I did a live stream, Facebook was not so nice to me, and it wasn't allowing comments to come through. So if you're able to make that comment, this way I can see Facebook is working. If not, then I see some likes coming through. At least do the likes, and that way I can tell with Facebook. But you mentioned that there are different types of people as far as when they start listening to Christmas music. Whether right after Halloween, some wait till Thanksgiving, and then some have to wait till December 1st. My daughter doesn't want to listen to Christmas music until the week of. So you definitely have all those different types. But you're bringing this out, and it's new, so it is a great idea to get it out there before Thanksgiving. But
Yeah.
I will say that sometimes being in Florida, it's definitely difficult to get into the Christmas mood because it's so warm. But
Right.
being in Chicago this week, it's been nice and cold. Well, colder. It's been in the 40s and 50s, so it is kind of getting me into the Christmas spirit. And the fact that this song is coming out, hey, it's kind of working out. And
Yeah.
you kind of said that it was based on a true story. So when you guys listen to it, you'll be able to pick that up. And I see everybody's kind of starting to tune in, so thanks for that. And let's talk a little bit about the holidays. So, what are some of the things in the holidays that you really like? Whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's, what are some of the things that you just enjoy about the holiday season?
Yeah. It's definitely just like what I talk about in the song, and you'll hear the lyrics when we play it. It's like getting to see the people that I never get to see. I spent years, played pro baseball for 5 years at the lower levels of pro baseball, nowhere near the big leagues, but was constantly on the road. And that's funny. We got comments from Frank in Manheim, PA, and somebody from New Jersey. That's definitely starting to feel like Christmas up there. Let's maybe not in Florida, but for me, it's just getting to go home. Like I'm going home for 6 days. I can't remember the last time I was home for 6 days, to my hometown, and get to see my family and my siblings and parents and cousins and stuff. And that's, I think I've traveled around the country, and have even had a couple gigs internationally this year, and it's the life of the musician is on the road, and so getting to come home is such a cherished experience for me, and really doesn't have to be anything too complicated, you know. Just being around your loved ones and hanging out, and that's really what this song's about. Like, um, it came from a true experience. I get to go home every year, and um, I for a little bit during Thanksgiving, a little bit during Christmas, New Year's, but um, it's just it just comes from a true place for me, and it's real, and I don't know, it doesn't even matter to me. Like, we painted the picture in the song of it's cold outside and all the Christmas metaphors and cliches and stuff. We did that, but it doesn't even matter to me, to be honest. I just want to see the people. I feel like that's what you get. And we have like the title. I'd love to do this with my songs, like my debut single, Left Field. All the best things come out of left field. You, it's People think it's about baseball because I was a baseball player, and it's a baseball title, but really the song's about life. So maybe um, with this title, it kind of conjures up the classic imagery of the film and all that comes with it. But for me, it's let's rewrite this in our own way and tell our story and kind of do a little Nashville lyrical twist on it. And I live for that stuff. I mean, that's what we do all day is we sit in a room and we try to think up this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
when we had a chance to do that in the writer's room a couple months ago, um, it definitely felt right. And I jumped on it. And actually, one thing that people who stream the song will see is it's attached. It's actually technically it's a single, but it's a side, B side, and the B side is the Christmas song that I put out last year. It's called Christmas with You. So that's more of a love song. That's like really like a slow burner by the fireplace kind of vibe. Um, so it's like almost like flip two sides of the same coin. You have going home for Christmas with family, and then you have the romantic thing on the other side. And it was just a nice little tiny little packaging of songs to put together to kind of cap off a crazy year for me. And I just released my debut EP on October 27th, barely 2 weeks ago, and we had a sold out show in Nashville, which was really cool. I was nervous because it's Nashville, and there's so many shows going on every night and so many musicians that are so talented in this town. And the fact that it was just a small club. It was called the Bowery Vault in East Nashville, but we packed it, and the crowd was there, and people were buying T-shirts and singing along to the songs, and it was a really affirming moment for me because it was right on the anniversary of being in Nashville for 4 years. And they say it's a 10-year town, and it takes a while to really make it up the ladder, but it just felt very affirming. All right, here we are releasing our first big set of music, first EP. We got people here. We got people singing along. I was playing with confidence. I played over 100 gigs this year, which is wild. We added it up a couple days ago, and I didn't realize it was that many, but over 100. And we have this whole tour to go, so it'll be probably 110 by the time we're done the year.
Yeah, you're definitely on a roll, and we
Yeah.
got a question that came in from my brother all the way out there in Hawaii. So I'm guessing, aside from the songs that you put out for Christmas, he wants to know, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Yeah, I love probably I love the Christmas song from Chris Young. His version of that great country Christmas song, "Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire," the classic one. He does a great version of that. We do a charity show that we're doing again this year in a couple weeks, and I got to do that as one of the songs last year for Christmas. That's a favorite. I love the Casey Musgraves Christmas album. That's a really good one as well. And then all the, I don't know, classics. My friend Hayden Joseph, another country singer that I work with a lot, he has put out a couple great Christmas songs. Um, yeah, just kind of Haley Witters, another great young artist here in Nashville. I love her Christmas stuff. So that's what I love. And I don't know, we're I mix it up. I don't quite put that playlist on until like Black Friday, but it's getting to be about that time. So I should do a little refresh and search around for some more to add to it this year.
Yeah, we're definitely getting close to Thanksgiving, which means I need to lose a couple extra pounds so that way I can gain them when the holiday season comes.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
Everybody
mentioned that,
does.
one of the things you like about the holidays is, getting to see family because you are on the road as a musician. But as we talked about in my last podcast that we had with you on there, I mean, you're being on the road is nothing new to you because you're a baseball player, and
Yeah,
so this is nothing new to you, but it's something that does, I'm sure, wear you down after a while.
it does. It's a lifestyle you got to get used to, and 5 years ago I hit the road playing baseball and would play summer ball somewhere and then winter ball somewhere warm, and played down in Latin America and South America. And we were talking when we were out for lunch a couple weeks ago. I was in Florida at the Cracker Barrel, um, just about how it's a grind and you got to persevere. And like I've slept on a mattress on the floor for months in Guatemala City, in a little concrete house, 3 concrete walls and a tin roof, um, and just kind of have grinded it out. But luckily, like, we're slowly but surely making our way up. And for me, like, baseball was really the reason I got into music. I was on the road. I would bring my guitar. We would have a lot of downtime. We'd be in these different places, and um, our game would be at 7 o'clock at night under the lights, and I got all day to write songs. And that's kind of what I did for years, was go out on the road for baseball, then come back to Nashville and base out of Nashville. And whenever I got back to Nashville, would go out every night to the bars and the honky tonks and wherever there was a show and try to meet the singers and figure out who of those singers needed songs. And then I'd go back out on the road for baseball and I would write songs and I would pitch them to them. Say, hey, what do you think about this one? Oh, you need a breakup song. Here's this. Oh, you need a drinking song. Try this one. And it just, and most of the time they say no. It's a numbers game. It's like baseball. Even the best players get a hit 3 out of 10 times,
Mm-hmm.
but they fail 7 out of 10 times. And then they're an all-star or in the Hall of Fame. If you can consistently do that, it's such a against all odds type of thing. And for music, it's the odds are even worse. You're lucky if you get one song in 50 or 100 placed with a singer, but all that failing in baseball was such a good preparation for the music industry. Because it seems when you watch the CMA Awards like last night,
Mm-hmm.
and you see all these people on the red carpet with photographers and the glitz and the glamour and everything, and a lot of those people, it's taken them 20 years of playing bars for tips, to get there, and knocking down the door and failing and trying to get their songs in front of people, and people saying no, 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 no. But it only takes one yes
Yeah.
until you get a song that, that pops off somewhere or leads to something. And even to bring it back to Christmas songs, that was the story of my Christmas song last year. Nobody listened to it for like the first I think we had it out about a month before Christmas. Literally nobody listened to it. And it was depressing. And I was sitting there getting ready to leave Nashville for the holidays and go see my loved ones and get back home, and just looking every day, checking in to see how many people have played the song. And it was just like crawling at a snail's pace. And I thought it was a good song. I believed in it. You know, it sounded good. We had a kick-ass band in the studio when we recorded it. It really was like super pro, but it's just the numbers weren't there. And then somehow it got on a playlist, a popular playlist, or hit the algorithm or something, stuff that goes way over my head, like 3 days before Christmas. And we got 65,000 streams in the span of 3 days. And it got added to a couple of popular playlists, and all of a sudden people are sending me videos, and I was like on top of the world, you know. And it's just, but behind that was like a month of failure and a few months of getting the song ready and getting prepared for it. So it was, you know, what people see on TV is very different from the reality. And I, like with this song, I have no idea how it's going to go, and you just got to throw it out, hope for the best, cross your fingers, and go.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
You know, and on that note, let's go ahead and so-called throw it out. And you know, it doesn't come out for another 2.5 hours, but you're gonna hear it here on Hank's Corner first. So let's go ahead and play it.
Let's do it.
Sometimes I forget to remember just how lucky we are. Why does it take till December to stop and open up our heart? I got it all, don't need no wish on a star. It's a wonderful life, so much to believe in, especially now. It's holiday season, the presents are out, the smell of the tree, everything's perfect while you're here with me. You got me glowing like those Christmas lights. It's a wonderful life. Oh baby, a wonderful life. Oh baby. Downtown is sparkling like a winter wonderland. We're in front of the fire, watching the flames dance. Snow on the window, eyes in the glass. Gonna drink it all in, 'cause it goes by so fast. It's a wonderful life, so much to believe in, especially now. It's holiday season, the presents are out, the smell of the tree, everything's perfect while you're here with me. You got me glowing like those Christmas lights. It's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life, so much to believe in, especially now. This holiday season, the presents are out, the smell of the tree, oh, everything's perfect while you're here with me. You got me glowing like those Christmas lights. It's a wonderful life. Yeah, it's a wonderful life. Oh baby, it's a wonderful life. Oh yeah, everything's perfect.
And there you go. You heard it here first on Hank's Corner. It's A Wonderful Life by Bryan Ruby. And, we got some great comments that came through. And, I like the song. It's something that's different. Your voice may not necessarily be, like a Ben Crosby or, like something like that. But you bring a nice little rugged, country sound to the song. And I'm really digging it. And, like
Thank
I said,
you.
being out here in Chicago, and it's a little cooler out here, and I got to play the song a couple times before just to make sure everything's ready. I was feeling it. I'm ready for Christmas now.
Yeah, man. I mean, we got some time. Time to go shopping, get your presents. But yeah, it's like this year is just gonna do like a chill country Christmas vibe. And that's kind of like we hit the nail on the head. And the guys in the band did a great job. Like my producer Smith Curry, they brought the focus to the session, and I feel so lucky. I've been in Nashville for 4 years, and the guys in my band who played with me in the studio that day, 3 of those guys are the current ACM Academy of Country Music nominees for Musician of the Year at their respective instruments. The bass player, Steve Mackey, the keyboard player, Billy Justino, he plays for Eric Church. I mean, it was a rock star cast of characters. I'll be ready for Christmas after Thanksgiving. Yeah, me too. But just in case you need to get in the Christmas spirit early, that's a good comment. I don't know. I just felt like we had an all-star band of guys. We really hit the nail on the head. These Nashville guys, like, they are so talented, and the fact that I get to work with those caliber of people and really just show up to the studio and with the song that I wrote, and they're the ones who make it seem really great. And I'm just the guy with the guitar who's trying to put words to melodies. And I mean, I'm hopeful for this one. And
yeah, well, you definitely did a good job. Keeping with that baseball analogy, I think you did hit it out of the park with this one. And as I've always said before, as we talked a little bit about, some of these algorithms and all that crazy stuff that goes on when you stream music, be sure there's still a couple of hours left. Go ahead and, and I'll put the link up on this when it reloads onto my Facebook post. But pre-save the song, It's a Wonderful Life, because the more pre-saves that it has, the more opportunity it has for it to be picked up on a playlist. And sometimes that's all it needs. So it doesn't cost anything to pre-save it. And of course, it doesn't cost anything to stream it, but I do encourage you to go ahead and, pay the dollar or whatever it is to actually download the song. But, the more that we can get you out there, the better. So, share Bryan's song, share the playlist, let people know about it. Like I said, it doesn't take much to just hit that like button or that share button. So, hopefully this one and go back and, listen to the one from last year as well. And, who knows? I mean, you may have a better year this year than last year with the two of them combined.
Never know. You never know. And seriously, thank you. Like you're right. Every share, it helps. Every like, it helps. Send it to your friends. Every follow on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube, and all the stuff, with the algorithms, it keeps recommending the song. If you like it, you show that you like it, or you comment or whatever, it keeps showing it to more and more people. So that's how I get to make a living and get booked on shows and go play different places and make some money and go back into the studio, make more music, and do it all over again. That's the name of the game.
And it's not an easy life, but it's a wonderful life, right? And that's the song here by Bryan Ruby. If you're just tuning in, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, we did play the song, but no worries. When this uploads, you can go back and watch it as many times as you want. But it will be coming out midnight Eastern time, which is only about 2 hours and 15 minutes away. So be sure to go out and stream it. But Bryan, I definitely appreciate you coming on Hank's Corner, and allowing us to premiere your song. It's a wonderful life. And, we're looking forward for you to coming down to Florida if I don't catch you between that during spring break. But, I definitely wish you the happiest of holidays and, the best in the new year.
Thank you. You too. I'm looking forward to it as well. That's one of my first things on 2024 is get down to Florida during spring training for baseball, sing some national anthems at some of those Major League Baseball spring training games and play at the Tiki Cove and play down in Fort Myers and play down in Key West. If I can get a gig down there, I want to do a little loop. So hopefully I'll see you soon.
Yeah, definitely. And, thanks again for everybody that tuned in. I'm Hank Jr., part of Hank Jr. Productions. As you know, I document those life's moments through photography, videography, podcasting, and, of course, live streaming. And, keep tuning into my page as we have the new Music Friday posts that keep coming out. And you're going to see more and more holiday music as well. Of course, I wish everybody that's watching, happy holidays, starting with the Thanksgiving all the way through New Year. Happy holidays, like I said, and thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.